you hear me?
I can hear you.
Alright. Alright, let's talk deal breakers, man.
Let's do it.
I'm going to Dynasty mode now. I'm going to leave conferences intact. I'm just going to set the HUD. I'm going to tear on. I think that's the most important thing everybody's gonna be that needs to figure out. What are the deal breakers? Like, what is it for the team that you may want? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You can set the maximum transfer per team in the settings.
I didn't get to that part.
They got that set to 55%.
Like, this nigga's well-rounded. The fuck does that mean? Raw strength.
I don't know, man. So we're about to find out, bro. Let's go. All right. So
Is that shit on the website though?
Nah, I'm going through it now. I just picked Penn State. So I'm about to find out now. We're gonna go through these deal breakers. I'll be James Franklin, yeah. Let's see. There we go. Bring it up on my screen so they can see it. Where did you go to see the deal breakers? You go to the roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see what they got here, man. Because they say every player is a deal breaker this year.
Yeah, they all have it.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, they all have it.
All right, so let's see what some of these. You gonna have dudes leaving just because they want to be TikTok players, like brand exposure. Mm-hmm. What is that like? How do you address that? I know you get pro potential.
So like for the TikTok cats, that's brand exposure. So like your brand exposure.
This means how many national TV games you got, right? So let's see.
That can help too.
Pro potential. Okay, but these are seniors that have that. So that's one thing I'm noticing. Okay, so pro potential. That's a senior thing, right?
Yeah, for seniors, I'm not worried about none of their shit because they're not going nowhere.
Well, they're gonna be leaving anyway, so it don't matter, right? So, all right, so let's see. It's a senior. Pro potential. He's a D. He needs a B. So chances are this guy's gonna leave because he's sitting behind two seniors. But he's a freshman. Like, bro, you're a freshman. Why is your deal breaker pro potential? Like, come on, bro. You gonna be sitting.
Hey man, you got two seniors.
No, but what I'm saying is, bro, you're not worried about the NFL as a redshirt freshman. Like, why are you worried about that right now? They gonna be leaving. You sitting on that. Like, come on, man.
Hey, you promised him that he would fucking start when he got there.
I ain't promised him nothing. I just got the team. That don't even make sense. That don't even make sense, bro. So look, like, all right, I'm gonna start advancing through. Maybe it changes as you advance through. But I got it's a bunch of players that want out. Like,
yeah, that's why I'm just like.
Mostly seniors. Okay, I can understand the senior part. Like, okay, this guy has a deal breaker of it. He needs playing time. Freshman. Hey, let us get to you, bro. Can we get to you? You gonna get some playing time, man. We got Durkins. He is a senior. He's leaving. Or Dinkins. Reynolds is the starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore. Oh, I see where you're going with this. Yeah. probably won't start to your senior year, bro. And you behind another guy that might be equally as talented as you, and he's a freshman. I see. I get it now. I get it. If you got two freshmen, chances are one of them gonna go. You got three freshmen, chances are one or two of them might go. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it makes sense. I'm noticing it's only seniors and guys that got multiple players in the same year, in the same class as them. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I see what you mean. Okay. A lot of these guys, you gotta win though, man, because they're gonna be jumping in the portal.
Yep.
You gotta win because they're gonna be jumping in the portal. Okay, I get it. Back to road to CFP. I played about Keno, man. He was whooping on me pretty good.
Did you learn anything from it though?
Yeah. I have to have a playbook with a significant amount of run plays in it. I play with Georgia Tech's playbook, and it's more spread based, you know.
It is, and he struggles with that. He struggles with that, but you know, just like everybody else, he struggles with the motion. So, no matter what playbooks you find, if you find playbooks that have motion, even under center and shit like that, you know, you're a good enough runner. You can build a fucking scheme around that. Like, you know,
yeah, but
this is gonna make them niggas think.
Their run plays were awful.
Oh yeah. Georgia Tech isn't known for that. They're not known for that, bro. That's why I fucking went to UCF last year, because I was looking for like halfback direct, and then looking at some of the other formations, like, you know, 4 strong, so 4 receivers on one side, and I was just like, yep, this is it. And then TG found the book, and he was talking about it, and I was like, nigga, you late, but you know, they fit fucking Oregon, and I knew they would, but I was rocking with fucking Michigan's playbook because they were run heavy, and I was just like,
yeah, I wanted to see what teams everybody been playing with so far. I played.
Oh, you know these niggas are playing with fast.
No, I'm playing Florida right now. So
no, not you. I'm saying like they are playing.
I'm playing against Florida. I'm talking about the teams everybody's been using. It's been Penn State. No,
Texas.
It's been Texas, Ohio State. LSU, trying to think who else I played.
Off the play,
Michigan's been on the list too.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This is the most
Jesus Christ, Lagway.
for a defense. Is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes.
So I know
let the quarterback get outside.
there's a lot of teams outside of that big five.
So much to defend.
That's available for people
That
to
is
mess
the
with.
hardest thing to defend because you don't know
Exactly.
what's gonna happen on the field.
And in some cases, they might be better.
He's going to be out.
Long term.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
long term.
Yeah,
Exactly.
long term, yeah.
Exactly.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Mm-hmm.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is my first time playing against Florida, though. So I think this is an interesting matchup.
You got you already know. Programs like that, you got to minimize the damage between the 20s, and then you got to lock the fuck in when you get down into goal line.
No, I mean, like, I'm looking at the talent level, talent-wise. There were certain teams I could just man up on, and they couldn't do anything. Michigan's one of those teams, like, if you got a good secondary, what a sprint, you can man up on them, and they won't be able to do anything.
Force a 3rd down. You want to shut the whole crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some
So can't.
Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with
That should have been a pick.
That one falls incomplete. A huge
That should
stand
have
by
been a
the
pick.
defense.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chances and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back.
I wish you could pick your playbook in these ranked matches. You got to use whatever team you're playing with.
Mm-hmm. So last year playing with UCF, you know, that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing because you have to adapt. You have to adjust. So if the playbook that you pick is from a weaker school, you learn a hell of a lot about coaching real quick. Because if you want to get your reps, live reps, you got to take them out on the field. Mm-hmm.
Let's go, big fella. Let's go, big fella.
They knock him down, but
Let's go, big fella.
enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have...
All right, so you know a lot of this information is available on the deep dive.
This guy has the
what?
ability to just wear...
On the college football franchise, Dynasty mode. The
Yeah. You go check it out.
Yeah, absolutely have to.
There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
I'm so glad that they added to the music playlist too. So at least we were heard in that regards. Because I was like, man, you know, the drum lines and everything else like that you have access to. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Gotta put that in.
Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Creates a little space. There he goes. Gets a pass
Hit the
mark
corner.
for a first down, and that's
Hit
the
the
way
gas.
we'll wrap up the first
He
quarter.
dove early.
So first down here as they go back to
I need a Prima strategy guy. That's what I need.
might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got it.
Yep.
They'll get it down.
Deal breaker stays with a player forever. So once they're on your roster, they will still have the same deal breaker they had when you recruited them to your school.
Take the easy stuff. Take those easy
That's what I was telling you, man, with your freshmen.
positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
No, but I'm saying that's what I'm saying when you selecting a team for Dynasty mode, that's a big factor, bro. That's a huge factor. You thinking like you're gonna go to Texas, but if you go to Texas and you have an off year, you're losing 55% of the players. You know what I mean? Which is basically like you're gonna lose 22 players. So that's what the default settings is for your team to lose a maximum of 22 players.
Here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll toss it to the left.
Now,
Able to fight his way.
that's fair if you're talking about some of the bigger schools. But some of the other schools, I don't know.
In the first half.
I don't know. Like that penalty does not seem the same. Like every school should have it should have a penalty based on what their star ranking is. So, you know, if you're a 5-star program, it should be the highest. If you 4-star, you know, should be below that, 3-star below that, 2 and 1.
They'll immediately call timeout.
You can't have the same penalty for every school based on their star ranking. That doesn't make any sense.
That would make sense. That would make sense, but you gotta check and see. Gotta check and see.
Okay, so for example, a school's pipeline level will never change. Shout out to Blaze. We've been talking about this for almost 2 years now. Which ensures that schools who are historically strong recruiters in a given region will always have an advantage.
Oh! Oh! No!
He's not going to get there. Stop
I thought that was a pass play.
This also accurately reflects the challenges of recruiting to a small school that is not located in or adjacent to a strong pipeline.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. It's a seam.
The bonuses for being the highest tier in a pipeline are extremely strong, and schools are incentivized to recruit their pipeline.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate
As Oregon expect to compete often with the likes of Washington and USC for players in Southern California and Arizona.
Might as well give it to him again.
Wee.
Yeah,
Man, we
gotta start at home first. Everybody going looking for the fastest player, no, bro. You gotta start in your backyard first. Work your way out. You know what I mean?
Well, it depends, because to me, you know, you got to be aware of what those pipelines are. You know what I mean? So, not only that, huh?
You want to pick, grab. Oh my God, Lagway. Oh my. Oh, okay.
He just throws it away.
Hey, Lagway is the hardest quarterback to tackle in the game, bro.
There it is. Offense gets set for second down.
The Florida quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Hardest quarterback to sack. I've hit him with two players every time he dropped back.
Oh, I gotta read this to you.
Where you read this from?
Website. All right. Together, pipelines and deal breakers create a much more realistic and less exploitable recruiting experience. While it's still possible to land 4 stars as a small school, it will require the right fit and a heavy investment of resources and time. Our hope is that you will no longer have to make custom house rules in your online dynasty to prevent your friend from cheesing the system.
Yeah, that was what happened last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they said they tried to do something to prevent that from happening again?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they breaking this down for real.
See how the D reacts. Off play action on first down.
Okay, how many players you need at a position will vary by scheme. For example, if you run a pass-heavy offensive scheme like the veer and shoot, you will need 10 wide receivers, whereas a pro-style offense only needs 6. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Your scheme is tied to your playbook.
Yeah.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw.
Mm-hmm.
He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. You know, sometimes even a
Teams with a higher team prestige will have more recruiting hours each week. This is meant to model the recruiting resources a program has, with higher tier programs having significantly more resources available to them. For example, in the preseason, a 5-star program will have 1,000 recruiting hours compared to only 350 for a 1-star program.
Ooh.
Yeah, them top tier teams, bro. That is a those are advantages that are never going to change.
Yeah.
They're never going to change. So you get what you pay for. You definitely get what you recruit for.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And a big play on
Got
the
that. Let's go.
sideline. Excellent awareness to get that
Go.
foot in bounds.
Go,
It's a nice
baby.
job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw.
Oh, 1 second. Take your three, baby.
1 second remains.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
While attributes and abilities are able to be scouted, a player's development trait is not. When we talk with coaches about identifying a player's development trait, they overwhelmingly said it is an intangible factor that is difficult to identify without a distinct intuition and direct in-person contact with a recruit. As a result of our discussions, the primary time you will unlock a prospect's development trait is on National Signing Day. However, if you own the mind reader ability, there's a chance you will learn their development trait when you spend time with them during their official visit.
And the extra point is
Okay.
7-0.
Mind reader trait. You need the mind reader trait. That's
Yep.
highly important.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely important. What else you got for me?
It talks about no guarantee. They keep talking about the ambiguity of players' true talent level. So like a 4 could really be like a 3. A 2 could really be a 4. You know what I mean? So
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And a nice job by the running back.
landing top blue chip prospects is incredibly difficult.
Great job finishing with his pads.
On the right snap is Singleton. He stopped after getting.
And then they talk about Boise State and Oregon State in the early to mid 2000s finding gems. Okay, they're playing Ariana Grande's Focus on Me.
Direct snap. It's out. Absolutely nowhere it goes. His defense makes a third down stop.
I need them to put some HBCU songs up in here. I mean, Bombs Over Baghdad is nice, but let's see.
Nice addition to the game.
There it is. Okay, let's see right here. It is highly recommended that Blaze, Brian James, and Philly Guy all play in different conferences this year. This is to promote interconference scrimmages, which can ultimately lead to greater success in the hunt for a national championship. All teams selected should not be in the Big Ten to avoid collusion and an inability to play and practice against each other
Nobody practicing with you.
outside of frame. Here, okay, you know what?
You record rank matches, George. You record lab sessions.
You know what? We done. I'm not reading you nothing else. Nothing else. You figure it out on your own, buddy.
Lab, you did it. You ruined it for yourself.
You sound like a bitter old man.
You ruined it. You betrayed the trust.
See, here you go. Men are about the moment.
No, man, you betrayed the trust.
Sound like a nagging wife.
Trust
I remember in 2020 when you did this. I'm like, have I done it since then? No, but I remember in 2020. Yeah, keep holding on to it.
We don't know. We don't know. You may be better at it then. Maybe
Nah.
turn notifications up.
Hey, to that ass whooping that you took in Penn State, to the beta undefeated Big Ten champion, you may want to reconsider.
Hey, this Penn State team would have killed this team.
Hey,
This Penn State would have killed this team. I don't know who the poses were.
I don't know. I know what your advantages are. Same thing with Ohio State. It's easy.
Hey, Ohio State. You can't run man coverage on Ohio State. You can't run man coverage on Ohio State. Them dudes get open so quick.
There's many forms of man coverage. It's press. It's off.
If you run press, it's a touchdown. That dude release gotta be like that.
In the end zone. It's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return.
Gotta play over the top. Know where he is at all times off you.
Definitely got no reason on the top.
First win of this drive comes from the 14-yard line.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, this transfer portal is going to be brutal.
The transfer portal was gonna get a lot of feelings hurt, man.
Yeah, you got to do your homework. You got to look at these teams and see what their deal breakers are.
There's the maximum of 22 players leaving every season. There's a possibility like the maximum. So there's no just a possibility 22 players might leave your team if you ain't hitting those marks.
Off the play fake.
Oh my God!
On an incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Gotta give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half.
Look at you out there trying to play like a 5-star.
He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man. It's Singleton.
Gotta punt that.
Really strong job by
Gotta
the
punt
defense.
that.
A negative play on third down. And Indy Lions will punt this one away.
Look at you. He getting frustrated.
Got stuck in reverse.
He's like, why is the score tied?
Makes the grab close to the
Who's this bum?
and the return will be brought down.
Who's this 14-year-old playing a day early?
This first year played it there.
I think Braden might like the new Superman. I'm not interested for the children.
That was for the kids. They for the women.
Not mad at it.
I'm mad at it. No, man,
Why?
animated series or something, man.
Oh, they got a new Batman, John. They were telling me about it at work. It's on HBO Max. It's a sequel to the feudal Japan one that came out in what, 2018, 2019? So it just dropped this year. It's a bunch of short stories.
Trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Bringing the heat.
Look at this. He will not go down. It don't matter who you hit him with. The first tackle, Lagway will not go down. Make a note of that for you guys.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he just
And the thing that we only saw him for one season because we saw it deleted on action.
every single play.
There we go. Let's go. Get to that man.
Runs out of time and down
Get
he
to that
goes
man.
to 38.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great
Pressure's coming, young man.
make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out the
Let's go. Give me that. Let's go.
Haven't seen it yet.
Defense.
The return there would have just been icing on the cake.
I don't know why he's trying to test you there. I was
I don't
like,
know.
bro,
Yeah,
that read wasn't even there.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
I played this dude with Texas earlier, man. He was carving me up.
Using his legs at Singleton. He had all kinds of
You play with Penn State?
He got
Yeah,
in to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you play too fast for Penn State.
Everybody doing their job.
I played too fast.
Yeah, the new you. Yeah, the new you is a little bit more up tempo.
I'm playing with Penn State playbook. It's up to you.
No, I'm talking about.
The formation they had last year. all this spread stuff in it.
I'm saying like you graded running the route. You graded running the route. So there has to be significant run plays in each formation. Give them something to think about.
Yes, something. I just ain't found a play with enough running plays.
Yeah, because it's got to be like halfback direct. It's got to be quarterback. No, I'm saying for like spread. If you're a runner for spread, you got to have more than inside zone and buck sweep. You got to give me something that attacks every gap. A gap, B gap, C gap. You got to give me plays that go.
If you want that in Penn State play, well, you got to go to Wildcat, bro. And it's like obviously you're running the ball if you're a Wildcat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, because you do have a couple of jet passes, and you know what I mean. You could do some of the play action passes, but yeah, it's not enough. And I'm like, in college football, there's going to be run fits, for defensive plays, just like there's going to be running lanes where you're either going through the center, you're going through the guard, you're going through the tackle, you're going through A gap, B gap, C gap. Like, I get it. I get it. We gotta do our homework. We gotta look. We gotta look. Now, what I don't want is I don't want somebody who I'm sitting down because of the wear and tear. I don't want them to be, bitching about playing time. I'm like, bro, we could lose you for the rest of your life if you want to get out there on the field.
That's a big deal.
And then the question is, if they get kicked into the portal, does that mean their college career is over, or does it reset?
If they get kicked into the portal, that means somebody's going to pick them up.
No, but I'm saying that, like, if their recovery is like 48 weeks.
I don't know if injury is going to affect that.
Woo. Like, why would I keep a dude on my team if he's never going to play for me again? Ooh, I like that. You could reduce any conference to as few as 4 members and can grow any conference to as large as 20 schools. So that means we may only need to have like 2 conferences. Or we can just do them in groups of 4. 8 conferences. Although I don't like that. I still like 4 conferences with 8.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll take another shot here.
Okay, so you can edit each conference's rules. Yeah. I'm looking at some of the other features. You can make adjustments to conference membership. Okay. You don't get to keep the old conference jersey patch. They update based on conference membership. Let's go. Okay, so now the scheduling system makes sure that the special games get filled in the correct weeks before adding the rest of the conference and non-conference slate to get each school to their 12 games. Love it. Yeah, man, you dropping back like 20 yards. What the fuck?
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because of this cornerback. When he's on an island, he's waiting for the balls. He's not letting anything get thrown.
Oh, wow. Our schedule generator will be used to fill out everyone's schedule to make sure that every school has 12 games for all 30 years of a dynasty. I love it.
He's going to lose yards as he goes out of bounds, but at least he stops the clock before this fourth down.
I don't know what that was, bro.
That was supposed to be a bad
Huge
play.
play here late in this
Okay.
crowd is coming to help the defense.
I don't know if you were trying to Forrest Gump it, but he was like,
He's taking a deep shot.
damn, he back all the way up.
Oh, yeah.
Man, it'll be incomplete, and that is a
Look at that arm, though. That cannon. That's crazy.
That's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down. It looked like there was a window to
We got King saying he gonna play in the league this year.
get the catch, keep the drive going.
We just talking about King, remember?
There we were.
King in the chat talking about he playing in the league this year.
Hey,
Probably going to do.
I hope so.
go strictly by the rank.
I hope so. Everybody's got hope.
Everybody
At the
said
start of the season.
Yeah.
That's why we doing what we doing. The way we doing it. Hey, that was the end of the game?
Yeah, that was in the game right there.
Oh, okay. I got that screen minimized, so I can't even really see.
Oh, okay. Jumping into another one. Jumping into another one.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I do like all the deal breaker things that they talked about. Oh, we playing North Carolina State?
Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country.
I really don't like what Penn State's playbook, man.
Taking on a
Oh, you played it. Yep, the Wolfpack.
the NC State Wolfpack. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis.
They don't have no I formation.
Always by David Pollock.
They have a single back.
Guys, let's tee this one up.
Hey, man. New era.
Definitely do it.
What type of style are they? Are they still pro style, or did they switch that up too?
I don't know. I ain't looking.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on it.
I don't even like their defensive playbook, man. They run that 4-2-5. Like, bro, that's terrible.
Well, you got to remember, who they had on their squad. Like, that's what they do. They had them boys on the edge, man. Woo! It was special.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill.
Roll edge rushes.
A lot of times they close so fast, man.
The way they were boxing Gianti, I was like, yeah.
What? That wasn't that was no 4-2-5 boxing GT.
No, I'm talking about the outside backers that they had.
That wasn't running no 4-2-5 last year. They run a 3-4.
To the air, it's Bailey.
Well, I guess they don't have the backers they need. You're going to have to put some...
They only lost one player.
Bring up a big decision.
Hey, man.
Everybody else came back. Everybody's a senior this year.
Understand the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up
I don't know.
options right there.
I don't know why they switched it up on you.
We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us. And
But instead of 3 down linemen, you got 2.
and now you set up fourth down.
You may have your 4 backers, but
Their first drive of the
you want
game.
short
4th down in their
All right.
on the defensive line.
They stop
party
and
started,
show
right?
Marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like the Wolfpack.
Aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team.
That's another school people sleeping on too,
You
though.
get an opportunity in the first half to go
It's the same school. A lot of people be sleeping on.
You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Important in the passing game. That's not
I don't
just
see the
receivers.
answers to my
You gotta get
question.
running backs involved. You gotta get your big fellas. You gotta get the tight ends going too.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy
Man,
forever.
remember you said Hey, look at that throw power on that pass I threw.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
98 throw power. I didn't know that.
This dude can make plays.
Bro,
Keep feeding it to him because at some point.
I was watching the way, like, I saw that distance. I was like,
Yeah, he was getting it up and over. I was like, he was getting over that on the corner routes. He was hitting that, aiming at that pylon. I'm like, okay.
The ball bounces through the end zone and it will
clearly had the strength to get it downfield on that last play.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. You might want to look into that, James. Familiarize yourself.
first snap of the drive for the 25. Run from the shotgun.
Yeah, that's what I did with Nebraska last year because
Stopping at the 27.
they were
Second effort by the back to break and
they were in the middle. I'm like half the team, you know,
stick their face in the face.
is the old regime. The other half is the new regime. I'm like, you know, he trying to build his program, so everybody wasn't gonna fit that scheme.
Wolfpack with lots of
But
ground to cover on third down. Throws to the wideout.
a lot of things to consider.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason.
Shut
Other
up,
wide
for
receivers are the
crowd.
ones that do most of the
Nah,
catching.
man, I'm trying to
Great job by the defense securing the INT.
You gotta beat the team you're supposed to beat. You know what I mean?
I feel you, but I would have thought you'd have been experimenting with the playbooks by now.
No.
Gets it into the red zone and they
This
knock
is
him
the
down at the 17.
Florida game.
Keep pounding away at this
You got
defense.
another Florida game.
If you
You
can
get to know what
get
Burns
jump,
for you in the
you're
play.
going to have to commit more guys to the box.
Right.
Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Nittany Lions completed his second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, it's an offense that prides itself on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength.
Zip on the
That
ball,
went
man.
in
I'm
for the
starting to
first
see
down.
that zip on the ball.
You know something we take for granted, guys?
Starting to see that zip on the ball.
Great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal.
They made a point to say, remember, no coach can be great at everything.
Looking for the end zone.
Okay?
And he takes it in for the score.
What about Belichick?
Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
I mean, he should definitely
They have a lot of faith.
have the highest rating. You know, he pulling chicks at a half his age, even a third of his age. You know, he got all them NFL rings. Yeah, he's got more knowledge in one pinky finger. You know what I'm saying? So he should be the best of the best. I mean, I can't even lie. I can't even lie. Just because of the simple fact that he's won NFL championships. Like, yeah, college is a different game, but I'm like, he's won NFL championships. Like, I would think it'd be easier to win NFL championships and then try to win college championships than it is to go from college championships to NFL championships.
Oh, that's been a pick.
See what he can do.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressure, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Henderson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
I respect the guy coming out playing with North Carolina State, man. All I've been seeing today is big dogs. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, I mean, you know, people gonna play with their favorite squad. They will do that. They will definitely do that.
From the gun, wants to pass.
I mean, if you're not enjoying, if you're not having fun playing the game, then why are you playing?
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's a waste of money.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were
Look at that little defensive adjustment. D. James like, okay, you drop it back too far. You're not fleet of foot.
Not fleet of
You
foot.
bring that pressure. Keep him in the pocket.
Not fleet of foot. Nah, Lagway was, man, we had Lagway in the backfield so many times, he was just throwing them dudes off. I'm like, get off me. Get off me. That made me want to go check what his break sack was.
Fourth down, and you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure
Deal
with this
breakers.
scrambling ability. They may try to go for this.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
My man said they are humanizing recruits.
Who said that?
That's what it says here. Humanize recruits by giving them unique needs and motivations.
Hey, this thing gotta make sense though, man. You talking about you want a championship contender and you had Bowling Green.
Right. I mean, it's good to dream big, young man, but then again, think about it. You could be talking about conference championship.
Come on, get that. Let's go. The ball. Oh, come on. We hit him all in his face.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession.
That should have been a fumble.
That wasn't fun. It bounced into the 13 yard.
Score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play.
I don't know how y'all didn't get that one.
Oh, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Got through with the 35. And they pick up a better
Good thing you do is slow.
yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I looked away for a second. Next thing I know, I see the man running down the field. You talk about good thing these dudes are slow. I was like, it was a route combination. Oh, he was shooting a short pass and cut it upfield. Got my guys to play that. Yeah, look at that drag. That's beautiful.
You're dead. Come to me. Oh.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll
Dead
just
man
toss
walk.
it away.
Dead man
I
walk.
think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. NC State has to come up with a big play here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw. They couldn't
wow.
do it there.
Nice.
And that is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions want to create the tempo. Dropping back is Tower. Makes the catch is Singleton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy
Shots. Shots.
and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Power football with the run. All down the hill, move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hit yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Right back to the well. Got enough for a first. He waste no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Lost a throw on first down. The short hands, it's Campbell. Piles through the defense. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
Oh, I missed that?
And it's no good.
Let's see.
What you over there doing, Philly?
Yeah, I'm looking through.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised you missed it.
Out.
I didn't hit I forgot the.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important
Okay.
for
I
the
just pressed the
defense
button.
to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
Woo!
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage scheme, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Okay, mental abilities cannot be upgraded. Okay?
Yeah, we know that.
Okay.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to
Making
put
sure
something
nothing's
up
changing.
before halftime. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Cutting off the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. The short hand, it's Pena. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-position lead here in the 3rd quarter. Of this
See, that's the
game.
thing that's confusing because you have.
Some runs. This play.
He's loose.
Oh.
Always ordered an explosive play to the 40.
And a big reason why
Okay.
this team has the lead.
I think that might make some sense.
Plays like that. They know they've got firepower.
All right, so for example, you got a player that's rated 81 overall, right?
Yeah.
It says his deal breaker is playing style, right? Have a C plus.
To threaten
Good
his
D.
1st and 10 from the
go down to another dude, deal breaker. His playing time says he has an A+.
You're going to be a wide receiver in today's
You need a C+.
sneaking out of the backfield.
And I'm like, well, you can't have both.
Let him get some positive yards.
You know what I mean? So
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
you're going to start the better player. So you got a freshman that has A+ playing time, and he's not good enough to start. He's not that bright.
Got a man, it's Singleton. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I
I
know
mean, his physical talent is
it
definitely
was positive, but I like doing more of that.
solid. He don't have the skills.
I'm just going to try to get my play.
You got to develop the skills.
To do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
But yeah, why would I start a 69 overall player as a freshman over 81 overall?
They made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half here on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh, shoot. Whoa. I
He's
think that
going to
sucks.
take off.
That sucks.
Turning it on. Great
The
job
dude or
by
his team?
the
You
savvy
talking about the quarterback?
I mean, he sucks too because he can tackle my quarterback. My quarterback sucks.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two, if it's not there, they can take off and scramble and generate big plays as well. This guy now, because of his athleticism, he's got the offense knocking on the board inside the opponent's 10-yard line.
He pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On the right snap, it's Allen. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. On the snap, it's Singleton. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bailey. As caught is Anderson. Shows a little move, gets his man off balance, and gets out to the 22.
Oh, you know what?
What?
You know how when you created a franchise already, right? I mean, a dynasty already, right?
Yeah.
You got coaches points for that, didn't you?
What?
When you created the dynasty.
I got coaches points for creating a dynasty?
Yeah, didn't it give you like 100 coaching points?
Wants to go up top.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
I got 100 points for creating that.
And get it out to the 39-yard line. NC State quick to the line.
I'm just curious, when you create one, if you get coaching points, if anybody gets coaching points
To the air on 1st down.
for participating in coming into a dynasty,
It's complete.
I'm not sure.
you are coming in zero.
Running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That's what I'm saying, because you'll be the one creating it.
Completion for the first down.
So I wonder if it's just going to give you a boost.
Line of scrimmage offensively, they want to go tempo right now.
Oh yeah, he's going to get that boost.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot.
Oh, he
He's
got
probably
me.
like,
Oh, he got me.
he's like, stood up for me. Yeah! As the
Find positive things to build on. It's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until
Got it.
finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter.
Probably playing somebody that's sipping on a
Watch the film. They're going to see
apple juice box right now.
Maybe try to build on that.
Eating some Lunchables.
I'm not playing NC
Here's the
State.
snap.
It's really
Ruining
NC
his
State
dinner.
fan.
More than likely.
You ain't playing. You just not picking NC State day one. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. You know, people like Wolfpack.
Unless
It's down.
you're a fan, you gotta be a fan to pick them day one.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, in certain parts of the country, bro, they gonna rock with them
They
regardless.
gonna rock with their squad. You know what I mean?
Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined shot.
I have no loyalty to these children.
No, you do not. No, you do not.
I have a blind loyalty to the Titans. So
No.
This drive will start from the
This is
9
college.
line. Offense changing the play. The give as they work on that clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Okay, so the deal breaker evaluates their projected depth chart position over the next 4 years. Okay, so they literally talk about this. So this helps simulate situations where a returning starter could see a highly rated freshman coming in and anticipate losing their job. But it missed an important piece, cases where a lower rated player was actually logging significant snaps.
And the Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Okay, so now they feel property value regardless of where they sit.
They'll try to get the first through the air.
what?
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yep, they're talking about. Yep,
He'll try to throw.
talk about preventing stockpiling talent. This also prevents your friend in your online dynasty from being a cheese artist and redshirting every player on their roster, even when a guy is a borderline starter. Now redshirting comes with a risk. Do you want to redshirt a player and limit his playing time at the risk of him leaving in the offseason due to a lack of playing time?
Makes the grab in Singleton. Didn't pick up.
I feel like someone was playing in our league.
Someone was playing in our league.
The Nittany Lions in the hurry up.
No names.
Working the air on 2nd
Got it.
down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. He get it down to the 35 before
Yeah, recruitment stuff got a little tricky last year.
And it's a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the
can't
defense is
hurt all the
expecting
players
them to
on the
run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back to...
Okay, so you can adjust the transfers per team.
You can adjust but I'm talking about the default settings are at 22 max. You know.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's for single user. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's the default setting. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Default settings
Okay.
are 22.
Okay.
But the offense said,
All right. You're the cheese that they're talking about. It's you, the cheeser.
And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Uh-oh, they said the haves and the have-nots. Yep,
The drive starts
definitely had somebody in the lead.
25-yard line. The give on the
But you wasn't even recruiting right last year,
I
though.
think they'll give him 2 on that.
No, that's fair.
2nd and 8 coming up.
I also wasn't cheating last year.
Straight to the line
I'm
with
saying
the
it ain't necessarily cheating. What I'm saying is you wasn't recruiting.
It's Bailey.
I'm just saying.
You didn't have you was disenfranchised. So just because you were disenfranchised doesn't mean that everybody else that had the information was cheating. It's just you didn't have the information because you wasn't locked in like that.
No, I'm an upstanding dude. I wasn't disenfranchised. I told you. I told you I was. You were like, why aren't you doing this? I was like, well, I only have X number of hours, so I got to do it this way. And then you were like, why don't you get this type of coach? And I was like, I was focusing on XP. Like, there's justification. I'm not saying the shit that I do makes sense and is in the best interest of the game and the program.
It wasn't the best
But
program last year.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, it makes sense to me.
There we go. We got 35.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
The return is brought down at the 39, and the Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Opening play of the drive from the 39.
I'm just saying, they made it clear, like, look, there is going to be significant talent differential. They're telling you straight up.
Right to work up top.
Straight up.
Wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Not crying about that.
And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Better
I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment
get
and try to
into
be
that
great right here to end the game.
That's real
process.
Hudson. At the 45 on its way. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout.
Were you able to manually upgrade any of your players last year?
No.
Looking downfield, it's Allard.
That's what Blaze was talking about. He said you're trying to people when you can't do it this year
And
either.
the defense had that one well covered.
I'm fine with
Just a
that.
short gain there.
If it's a multiplayer league, I'm fine with that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
I'm very.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a
Yeah, this
windshield,
wasn't
and
really a
they
challenge
just
with NC
splattered
State,
them, an absolutely dominating performance.
It did.
You gotta give the
It
coaching
did
staff a ton of credit. They
prove
obviously had
the
their guys ready to
quality
play
of
and
team
motivated
difference in the game.
right
You know
from
what I
the
mean?
opening kick.
Like,
All
you
the
could play
plays
Florida
we
and then
saw,
play NC
just
State. It felt way
spectacular
easier.
football.
Like,
No mental mistakes, David. You can't play better.
Ooh. You ready for this?
What?
Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.
You will be able to see the impacts of a player's season health on their career health bar over the course of the season. In effect, you are now having to manage a player's career clock. How heavily a player is used from year to year will significantly impact their longevity.
oh, man.
This is for the spammers. This is for the spammers. Strictly for the spammers. Oh yeah, they you know what? It's good for them. I mean, it's long overdue. You know, you got 53 people on a professional roster, but you know, only half of that are going to be seeing the field.
Yeah. Let me go find me. Let me try another score with a different playbook.
Mm-hmm.
Texas looks crazy. Texas A&M looks even crazier.
They got tiebreakers on here too. Okay.
Texas Tech, what they looking like? Let me go to franchise and see what they scheme with. I'll tell you on here. UCLA. UCLA, I mean USC not bad. Not a team I particularly play with.
coaching subs is gonna be good too.
Who? Hey, Indiana ain't bad, bro.
Nah, it shouldn't be.
Indiana is not bad. Oh, Kent State is 68 overall. No wonder Woody didn't want him.
Who is?
Kent State, 68 overall.
I know, man. Man up, Woody. Man up.
Notre Dame ain't bad either.
They better not be. I mean, you saw what they did.
I'm about to mess with Oklahoma. See what Oklahoma can do.
Like I said, just remember the conferences that they in.
Yeah.
No.
Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners.
I thought they were you, pretty guy.
From the Big Ten,
Nebraska
the
popped
Nebraska
up.
Cornhuskers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
All right, see what you can do.
You about to play?
No. I'm talking about you.
The Cornhuskers will get
Repeat,
started
this is
with
not
the
Philly
opening
guy.
kickoff.
Undefeated Big Ten. Big champion. This is not somebody else.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Garcia. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Oh, they only got shotgun in Oklahoma. What happened to the day? Oh man. Why did Oklahoma drills used to mean they ran the ball?
You have to go to goal line.
Goal
line shotgun.
Goal line shotgun.
It's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back.
Hey,
Just searching
toughest places to play. I love it, bro. They got that up
Gets it
there.
out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving
Oh,
forward.
get out of here, big fella. Get out of there. Who is this? Oh, okay. This is no wonder. Okay. I'm wondering, like, you boy running like his life depended on it. Okay.
There's
I like
always
it.
been a lot of flash
I like
and
it. I
sizzle
like it.
to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma.
Let's see, my quarterback speed looking like. He got a little speed on him. Oh, he got 89 speed. What? Ah!
Hey, which is acceleration though?
The backup got
Which is
90.
acceleration though?
Backup got 90. Acceleration is
Acceleration,
92. 92 accel. Okay. Backup got 90. We got a senior, sophomore, 85. Oh yeah, we got some backs over here. We got some backs. We can do some work. We do some work over here. We gotta get a playbook.
We're in the national
Oklahoma,
championship.
like they
Those
might
teams
be.
that can run the football.
Might be somebody to mess with.
It all started there.
Young
The
Cali.
offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Takes the handoff. It's up. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grab in the backfield. It's Wheeler. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing.
Hey, these playbooks are nothing like the playbooks
guys
last year.
on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield. And
Some of them,
shoot
some of the ones I looked at, they're similar, but I feel like they did a much better job of the playbook.
This is nothing close to Oklahoma's playbook last year.
And the Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first.
And that wear and tear is gonna be crazy though, man.
Put together an
Yeah, it is. Especially for if it's for the career.
Oh yeah.
Took a little oomph out of this crowd.
When your body's dropping.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Have you looked at Nebraska this year?
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, okay.
To throw, it's Rayola. Throwing right.
Give me that boy.
Intercepted in
You're
the
blind.
first drive.
You're blind. You're blind.
Going your way, he's got room.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk.
We got defense. We got a little mobile quarterback. We got a back that can run the ball.
That is
Oklahoma.
not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. This is a design run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Oklahoma.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you
Oklahoma.
Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra
Drink
point
after that.
pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on
Drink.
the field, and this
Swing
defense will be
something
called
strong.
on to protect this lead. Returners are trying to see
I think
what
I may
they
have
can
answered
get.
my question.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Okay, he went from pro. Yeah, he went from a pro style to a multiple offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He has the first and still on his feet. And that's how we'll wrap up this first
Let's go.
period.
Let's get it.
Who did you say was nice? You said Illinois or Indiana? Who did you talk about?
Indiana's nice. They got a squad, bro. Oklahoma's ranked 23, which ain't bad, but I like their roster.
So after the break,
I like the offense. I haven't got a good chance to look at defense yet.
they're going to ride
Good
this
field.
running back.
Good field.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Okay, I think I got the answer to my question.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I'm not telling you. We live, right?
Yeah.
To the
Yeah,
air.
I'm not telling
It's
you.
Rayola.
You got to
A little screen to the running back.
Uh,
Running on the Jets. That's a counterpoint that
Everybody
can
do that.
really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got
just
out.
not telling you, B. James.
I'm putting my list of teams together.
And I think the quarterback did a really
Me
good
too.
job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
That's caught. It's Hunter.
Well,
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there.
academic prestige is determined by success off the field and is not impacted by football activities.
Picked up some yardage with that.
Well, you don't have to be the sharpest tool in the shed to come and play.
Looking to fire.
Reality.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better
Got to be the
job, man.
sharpest
You gotta
knife
give
in the
your
drawer to
quarterback
get a piece of the
time
pie.
to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. He goes off of his first target. You could tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Okay, so here's what I will say is the challenge.
He'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first.
Here's the other challenge. We're going to run into the same issue
On the run.
that we run into with Madden.
It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse.
The how to improve. So if you look at how to improve, right?
Could have ended up in the hands of the
For example, quarterback, he a pure runner. How to improve.
Wants to throw again. Gonna take a shot at this DB.
217 yards per game.
And an early drive with the turnover. They'll stop him at the 37.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Defense comes up with a big pick.
it's going to be a little challenging to average 217
He's got to do a much better job with his
yards per game for your pure runner quarterback to improve. You feel me?
This drive
Now,
gets started from the 37.
that doesn't say anything about, you know, the length of the game. They're like, look, hey, that's on you, bro. They're like, that's on you. If you want to play, you know, if you want to play 4, 5, 6 minutes, that's on you. Like, we got this set up to run for 12 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is based on the longest amount of time
Grabbed in the middle. It's Parrish.
to play the game.
And he's to the 48
Everything.
yard line.
All the goals. Just like in Madden. All the goals. It's like,
That big pickup.
you know, you got to reach these thresholds. I'm like, bro, we're not doing that in 6-minute games.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw.
And I get it.
Nice job
I get it.
by QB there, putting
You know what I'm
it
saying?
out
But-
in front of
but
his receiver to make an easy catch and then
Those
advance.
thresholds need to change based on, you know, the minutes per game.
Behind the line, it's Ock.
They need to change.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry
They
about
need to change. So, you know, if it's based on like 12 minutes, and we playing 6, you know, cut them Jones in half.
Second and short to keep this drive
Cut them Jones in half.
Ah, come on, boy. Don't do that man like that.
And they finally get it,
That is
but not
tough.
until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's going to be hard.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job.
But at the same time,
getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
it really depends.
It on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8.
It really does depend
A lot
on,
of times you want those big plays.
you know,
want those
if you
splash
playing with a group or if you playing by yourself.
Take some
And
losses. Football overly
you know, the flip side is
You continue to run it.
it's harder for people to spam.
You at least have the threat.
So it keeps things being competitive.
And now it's just gonna be a pass.
You know what I mean? So
This junior making his presence felt.
you do have a fighting chance. Now I do feel that the conferences,
Generally, guys, we know they're not as big and
that we set up are going to be very important.
It is going to be trickier for them to break.
Very important.
I like the idea of
Kinda
getting this
already know who's in
quarterback
what
run game going.
Okay, so
Moving
what
forward,
team
let's see if we can get them out to the quarterback.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Nebraska's not the upper echelon in the Big Ten. So
Who is it? You got Penn State, Ohio State, and then Nebraska's like in the middle.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the
well,
half.
I still think I'm not disagreeing, but I still think that
Quarterback adjusting
the schedule
pass. It's Mateer.
the schedule needs to reflect that.
Here's the heat.
The schedule needs to reflect that. It needs to be
Touchdown.
it needs to be conference heavy. Like you can split the SEC up into two conferences for real.
They've been doing it all first half,
But
running the ball, throwing the ball.
you know what I mean? If somebody picks the team
Touchdown here right before
and we don't have enough ACC teams,
this defense, guys. They
That's what he did
got to
last year.
find some
It was like
answers
some of the
and
SEC teams
regroup
looked at
at
SEC.
halftime.
right? But I'm just saying, like now that we have all this information for everything that goes into
This was already known information, Philly. You just didn't read it last year.
no. I'm talking about
With the extra point, they're up 20.
I'm talking about the adjustments that I read off earlier when they said, well, this year, this matters, this matters, this matters, this matters. I know Blaze was talking about that before, but I'm saying like a lot of that was guesswork.
That was guesswork.
remember how-
that was years of playing NCAA. You knew that stuff.
You say years of playing NCAA. I didn't play years of playing NCAA.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't know. That's why you was at a disadvantage last year because you never played NCAA. But if you
Okay,
played NCAA, you kind of knew most of those things already. Like the recruiting part, the strength, like recruit within your backyard first, then working your way out. A lot of people was like doing it like it was Madden. You know what I mean? Like it's,
Right. No, I understand that. But what I'm saying is,
Pressure gets there.
if you're in the ACC and your backyard is also a backyard for the SEC,
Now they just
right?
have
Yeah.
one remaining in the half.
You don't expect to get the same type of players that the SEC is going to get. So if you put both teams in the same conference,
It's all over him and he can't
you're always going to be at a disadvantage because you're already supposed to be getting their leftovers anyway.
I
So-
don't think so.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, you getting their leftovers and dominating the ACC is different than you getting their leftovers and expecting to compete in the SEC. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're supposed to be in the ACC. You're not supposed to be in the SEC. Even though we may put people there.
There wasn't no team.
You're not supposed to be there.
There wasn't no team in the SEC that wasn't supposed to be in the SEC. Every team that was in the SEC was supposed to be there. Every team that was supposed to be in the ACC was there. Was either there because they was there or they couldn't be in the SEC. Like it wasn't no SEC teams in the Big 10 or the Big 12.
No, I know. I'm just using it as an example. But I'm saying I don't remember the conferences. Do you have a list of all the conferences? The way that they were set up last year?
Yeah, it was all SEC teams was in SEC teams. You had think about it. You had Alabama in the conference. You had Texas. You had Texas. You had at one point you had Texas A&M. You know, but they was all in the conferences they were supposed to be.
Well, he is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career.
The thing was, like I said, a lot of people were putting themselves at a disadvantage because they were looking for the best players and not looking for the players that wanted to go to their school that was in their backyard.
Okay, but for example, Colorado was, they in the Big 12,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But we didn't have them in the Big 12. There was no Big 12 for them to be in.
They were in the Big 12.
We had them in the Big
They
12?
had them in the Big 12. They was in there with Arizona and all them. They was in the Big 12.
I do feel like there's like at least a team or two that was out of conference.
There may have been a few teams that were out of conference, but they were out of conference because of the way the teams that people had. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like that. We have to.
Let's do about
We definitely have to make sure we factor that.
No, that was.
I'm not saying we didn't. I'm just saying like.
It's gonna be Bama's gonna be in the SEC.
Oh, no doubt. But I'm just saying like Blaze. You remember Blaze kept talking about. He's like, we need to meticulously look at this, meticulously look at that, and I'm just like, okay, maybe not to that extent, but I'm like, we already have a generalized idea.
Yeah, idea what to expect. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'm I'm just saying, like, let's just say we go back to the overall conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody looks at Duke or North Carolina and they're like, oh man, I'm taking them. Okay, so what conference do you think we're gonna put them in?
They're gonna go whatever conference they belong in. If it's room for them in the conference, you know what I'm saying? And then if it's not room for them in that conference, then they'll go to the conference that they best suited in. You know what I mean? So that's what it always came down to. It was trying to keep the package, because what happens is you got to keep the rivalry games intact, and that's how you do it. You keep the conferences in place, but and you want to keep the recruitment aspect of it together too. So if they can stay in the conference, he left them in the conference. If they couldn't stay in the conference, then he would move them in the conference that they were best suited for. You know what I'm saying? So
okay, well, I mean, I know Powder was helping them with that.
No, that was the process. That's how we did it in the PS5 too. It's just the conference. The people were like, "Oh, put me in this conference," and it was like, "No, that's not how it worked." You know what I mean? Because it'd throw it, like, scheduling wise, it would throw off a lot if you put the wrong team in the wrong conference. You know what I mean? Because there's certain teams that have to play each other. Notre Dame has to play Navy and Army and all that. So Notre Dame is always at an advantage because they get 2 or 3 computer games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So that basis is covered.
That means, like, there's certain teams they're always gonna play certain teams, so it don't matter what you do to the schedule.
Penn State, Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium.
Man, I don't want to pick Penn State. I want to pick somebody else.
As we'll see as the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
He's gonna be playing Florida State.
Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
I did want to see Florida State though. Let's see what they was about.
Guys, it's time to get it going.
Damn, bro. Physical route runners are supposed to be like, dude.
Well, them the dudes you can high point with.
I'm just saying, like, looking at how they improved, I'm like, jeez.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Okay.
A quick pass to the left. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Okay.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You
I
run them all
understand.
over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
But technically,
Prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
oh yeah, nigga, like.
It's impressive.
Oh,
His
yeah.
first down,
Oh,
the
yeah.
defense thinks you might be running a
Okay,
football,
okay.
You still can line up,
Okay,
get
what?
some movement at the point of attack and find a little
Okay.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Got
The
you.
defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Okay, they hint at it. They hint at it. Got you.
Let's see what they do on 3rd
Okay.
down. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Pulls it in. It's Ross. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, Who do you trust the most?
No, it's not
that
about the
wrong.
X's and the O's. It's about the
Okay,
Jimmys
so
and the
yeah,
Joes.
that's
And my guy's better
not
than you, and I get you matched up out wide.
Okay, so
and I know I
these are
trust
my
you. I'm
options.
finding you.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the
Ooh,
option play, I know
EA,
he doesn't
you
pick up the
sneaky
first down,
bastard.
but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
Okay, let me go instead. Let me go. I gotta go. I gotta
see
check.
if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I gotta go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Just what this offense was looking for.
So let's see. So taking this information.
The Nittany
Going
Lions
here.
pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Let me see.
They'll run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone
So
at the
now I know
19.
what to.
Listen, you gotta be able
So
to know
let's
what play
just-
to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole.
so
Good
come
job
out of
getting
that.
through the hole, getting to this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short.
Ooh, to his feet.
Headed to the end zone.
Ooh.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm.
Hey, I like that they made Madden like college. All the stunts, everything, all the buttons are the same. I love it.
And he added the extra point. They're set
Oh, we can start in college now too?
Yeah.
ready to get behind them.
Oh yes. This is going to be a vainglorious year.
The vainglorious year.
Inside his
Run, my children.
had a chance to
Run.
and he'll be brought down at the 24.
This is gonna be a vainglorious year.
Get your notebooks. Get the money out. Yes. Philly guy, why you've been calling out of work? What's going on, man? You okay? We just calling to check in. Yeah, man, this College 26 just came out, bro. I need to figure it out. It's a lot.
It's a lot to process.
But I got to pick my team. Well, where are you picking?
Athletes on the field.
I'm in the top 15, but I'm saying though, like
See, they agree with me.
one misstep
Watch him get off the football.
can be disastrous.
That's why you put your
You talking about a video game, or you talking about real life?
See, it's
No, I'm
real
talking about a
life.
video game,
This is real life.
but it is real life. Okay, all right. Let's see. How can we phrase this? How much are you getting paid to do this? Well, not that right now, but I can win an $800 pot. Okay, and how much do you make in a day working for us? 800. Okay, so instead of working for one day, you want to risk it all for an $800 pot.
It's about making a name for myself.
Exactly. Okay.
It's about making
Yeah.
a name for
Your
myself.
termination papers are in the mail. We got what we came for.
It's about
We got what
making,
we came for.
it's about making a name for myself. You don't understand what I'm going through here.
What we understand is that you could have waited till the weekend, but you chose to do this during the work week.
Look. Here, I come here every day. I clock in, clock out, and I go home the same guy.
Right, but there I can upgrade.
There I can upgrade. My name.
I mean, granted,
they'll
my
talk
my,
about-
my,
they'll
my
talk
physical
about my name-
abilities.
They'll talk about my
Yeah.
name. They'll talk about my name forever. I'll be with the
Have
lights.
you ever heard of a Honcho Hodges?
Have you ever heard of
What
Hodges?
is that? He's a 5-time champion. 5-time champion.
Trying to be like him when I grow up.
Yeah, you're fired. You're starting to sound a lot like this employee we had a couple years ago. I think he went by the name of VA Assassin. We had to let him go. It's just too much.
Sassy was like, I was like, how much you make a year, Sassy? I mean, he's like, I make $10,000 a month. Oh, damn.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field.
give that up to be a pro gamer?
Yes.
Yes.
Gotta make a name for myself.
Make a name for myself.
Like I said, man, you know, I am gonna be taking the game seriously this year. But I love what I'm seeing right now. I love what I'm seeing right now. Okay. All right, let's test this theory. Let's go back.
Oh my
Let's
God.
see. What does this mean?
Oh my
What
God.
does this mean? What does this mean?
Oh
Is
my
that a
God.
fact? Is that a fact?
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burns. When he kicked it,
Maybe I need to go out and come back.
Hey, arm tackles is like a real thing here. I like that the running backs run through arm tackles, bro. Oh my God, 71, bro. What did he do to you? What did he do to you, bro? That man must have said something about his mom or something, the way he hit him. Are you in the game now, Philly?
I'm testing the theory out right now.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Gets it away off his back foot.
Oh!
And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz.
Okay, so let me leave and come back.
To the air on second down. Gonna let it fly.
Job.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete.
It claims it's auto saving that.
Gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'll say
Yes.
what?
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here.
The Dynasty moves. But I don't know if it's refreshing everything.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't.
Or if that's something that needs to happen.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
Well, you should know this.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10.
If I change my playbook,
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on down.
that won't go into effect
analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go
for recruits until the next week, correct?
come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be
Well,
erased. The
that's-
problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was
That
a big
is why
time error.
we
The fact that you didn't get that, you're now giving your opponent points.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
See, that doesn't.
Quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Oh.
Second down was not what they had in mind. Now they'll
Okay,
try
wait.
third and goal from the 8. Sends it back in motion.
Okay, wait. Let me check.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I don't care about this one.
And 6 more to go for that trip to the house.
Man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24.
Okay, let's see if this goes into effect. Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Gonna take a shot. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Oh, come on, baby.
The other way.
Come on, baby.
Force that show and delivers the blow. And they capitalize not only on the pick,
Oh,
but
man.
on the great return.
I forgot. I knew I forgot to do something. Hold on. I gotta go get my charger. John may have died on me. I'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the
Oh, we got Ohio State. Ah, finally.
Buckeyes.
A worthy adversary.
The second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
No. 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 You may. No. You shall not pass.
Use that term loosely. David Collins from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hand game. Where's the ball? Always trying to find a thing.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got the first down and more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. And everybody wants to air it out, but man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Back to throw, it's Albert. Makes the catch.
Go, big fella. Fight for them yours.
But he has enough to move the chains. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Tight end finds a soft spot.
Yeah, man. My phone straight up died. I knew I was supposed to go get the charger, but I got sucked in.
Well, you know this offensive
Look at that rabbit hole, huh?
10, 15 plays.
I did.
They didn't even need that. They went 9.
I really did. I really did. But,
Can't find your way out, huh?
They look like a
huh?
I said, find yourself in the upside down, huh?
Yeah,
Looks as if the returner will try and field this
Yo,
one.
big time.
man, we
To operate on that return as a coverage
we're
unit
trying to make
was
the
there
playoffs.
and ready.
He
Playoffs.
said, we trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, this road to national championship thing.
Operate under these conditions.
Shit, you should have been playing to get you a natty real quick.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna play a game in a second. I needed to.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and
I had all these questions that you guys had all day
Look,
to answer.
quick to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back to throw, it's Sayin.
huh.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That man some help over there.
Hey, we're gonna do the active rosters, right? Not the default.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense.
See that?
They're
Wait.
picked off, a turnover in their own end.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a first and goal after the pick. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this wet area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Ryan's big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. He's looking to throw.
between these two guys has
Kick
to be
that.
great.
Kick it.
Because coverage
Did
is
I
like-
kick it?
like throw
Yes, you
like
could.
that, perfect. But this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and
Did I
over.
kick
It's
it?
being
Yes, you
evidenced.
can. Can I kick it?
Kickoff
Hey, Philly, can I kick it?
defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Hey, you left me hanging, bro. Supposed to
You
be,
don't know nothing about that.
supposed to be like, yes, you could.
He'll start
You don't know nothing about that.
Can I kick it?
Really disciplined job.
Hey, man, where the love at, bro?
To get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Season ain't already even started yet. You already hate.
Let's see if they
There's
can
no
get
reason
something
for the
going.
Big Ten beta champ to hate.
Hated champ.
Looking to pass. It's Sayet.
You really might be Assassin's father.
His tight end. He'll get up to about the 32.
Really, what?
I was like, you really might be Assassin's father.
It's way too early in the game to say
Hey,
this
man.
is a must.
Keep your voice down.
But man, you give yourself an early hope, and this offense
Can't have that getting out, man.
getting the football out.
I'm not paying no more child support. I told you.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup.
Imagine paying child support on a 30-year-old man to a 30.
Gonna take a shot on second and short.
Come on, man. He throwing it right to it. He throwing it right to you, bro.
Tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. A
Certain
7-yard
things you could
pickup. It'll be
prioritize.
second and 3. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Presidents.
Back to pass
One of them.
on second down. On the run.
Going after all the deadbeat dads. After all the years that I had to pay.
He goes out of
Hater mode has been fully activated.
Fully activated.
Fully activated.
Are you a hater? Yes, I am.
Will line it up on first and 10. A little too much
Yep.
on that one, Justin.
They're trying to throw it to Jeremiah Smith. We know he wanted to go. Take that away. Take that away.
Well, they're trying to
Take that away,
attack the
Dale.
middle of the field. That time the ball a little too
Take that away. Take that away. Take it away. Take it away.
Knock him down at the 31. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And
Oh,
the defense is
take that
there
three,
to
buddy.
stop in short of the first down. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Ooh,
Big
this is
tight
the
end
play.
makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, and Sayet. There's the pressure. And they get the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, and he just dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He'll set up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. They keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying the left side.
This is to Ohio State. Never heard of it.
He's into the open down the middle. The 40. Oh, he's got some space.
Jeremiah Smith. That's right.
Jeremiah Smith, that's right. Forgot he was there?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just excited for them. I feel like they could, like last year, they had all the pressure to win. And then when they lost to Michigan, I was like, okay, they embarrassed. So
They didn't have Jeremiah Smith that year, though.
I understand that, but I'm saying like this bodes well for them to be locked in and focused. You know what I mean? No, they're not worried. Everybody's calling them names, saying they trash, their backs was against the wall. I was like, now y'all can just lock in and play, and they did that. They did that. So I feel like that was last year, and I feel like this year they can lock in and get that dynasty going, bro. Get that dynasty going.
What does Texas Tech have that has them a 92 on defense? That has me a little curious. I gotta go check out Texas Tech, bro. 'Cause I'm like,
I can tell you right now.
What do they have that has them with a 92 on defense? Let me see.
I can tell you right now.
What they got?
Okay, they got 3 corners, 85 to 81. Safeties, 83 overall. Strong safety is 77, so that's the lowest. They got a 91 overall Will, 84 overall Mike. They don't have a Sam.
You said they don't have a Sam?
Nope, no Sam. So I can already guess what formations they run.
They run that 4-2 coverage. Man, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so for defensive tackles, 89, 85, and 81.
But they're not even fast. They're like.
Hold on. They strong though.
Their D line is really nice though.
Yeah, well, they got that awareness. You know what I mean? So they rated high. Let's see. The right edge, he is 86 overall. The left edge is 93 overall. So that D line is nice. You got 93, 86, 89, 85. So their front four is solid.
Their receivers are slow. Tight ends.
Yeah, defensively they're nice. Tight ends, 84 speed is as fast as you're gonna get. And receivers, they only have one that's 92 speed, 94 acceleration. He's 6'1".
Interesting.
But their receivers, they got 4 that's rated in the 80s. And their tight ends are both, 2 of them are rated in the 80s. Running backs, 86 and 82. Quarterback is 87. So they got talent. Yeah, they got talent. Now, year 2, not so much.
Let's see, Reed Adams. Now year 2 they're trash. They're cooked year 2. they're gonna go. Oh,
but this year.
No, this year they're a contender, man. Like they got enough to compete.
Well, as long as they stay, in their division. I mean, their conference.
Well, if somebody took them, they're gonna come out of their conference. What conference are they in? What conference is Texas Tech in?
Oh, you got me switching everything around. Hold on. I gotta put this down because I had to charge my phone. I thought they were.
Oh, they're the Big 12. Oh yeah, they'll be straight. They'll be straight in the Big 12. With Arizona now? Let's see. Yeah, Texas Tech would be okay in the Big 12. That'd be a cool little squad to have in the Big 12. Big 12.
Okay, yeah, they've been in there since '94.
Yes, that's a cool little. That's the perfect conference to have that kind of team in.
See, I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking about them like before '94, when people was rocking Texas Tech gear. Because I didn't really mess with college like that.
I didn't even like Texas Tech. The Crabtree even got there. When Crabtree was there, that's when everybody was like, "Oh, Texas Tech." I was like, all right. But nah.
Okay, so yeah, they were in the SWC. Yeah, they were in the Southwest Conference. That's yeah. See, I knew that's what it was.
I'm looking at my top 10, man. As of right now, is Penn State and Oklahoma is my 1 and 2 right now. Oklahoma's 1.
Yeah, Oklahoma is definitely nice.
Let me go look at Florida, bro. Florida look crazy too. Florida look crazy too. Man. Let me see. Let's see. Florida. I was like, Florida was giving me trouble, bro. I don't know what they got, but they got something. You know what I mean?
What do you mean they were giving you trouble, like offensively?
I mean,
defensively?
like they pace. They pace was good. I like certain teams play at a pace. They just feel fast. Like, okay, Lagway got 88 speed, so he felt fast, and he's a sophomore, right? But he's 90 overall.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
in reality, we talked about it last year. We talked about acceleration. We talked about the importance of acceleration.
No, but he got 91 acceleration. What are you talking about? That's fast.
I know. I'm saying you said they felt fast. I'm about to look right now.
Yeah, they felt fast, but
Oh yeah, they one of the fastest teams, bro. Look at it. 97, 97, 96, 95, 95, 95, 95, 94.
Oh yeah.
94, 93, 93, 93.
Yeah, that's
I'm
why.
like,
Because I was like, it ain't too many people getting behind these. You know what I'm saying? Secondary like that, and they was getting behind her. So I'm looking at 97 speed, 96 speed, 94, 94. Yeah, so Florida one of them teams, man.
Oh yeah, they are.
Let me see. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you got You got an edge rusher, and then you got a backup. Ooh, they got a starter and a backup. And then you got a starter. Actually, you got a senior. You gotta start that junior, bro. D tackle, senior, and you got a backup, and you got the sophomore. Yeah, they Florida ready to go, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They say I'm a 66 overall, which means they're probably running that 4-2 defense. Linebackers are kind of slow. DBs are solid. Safeties are solid. Got a couple kickers. I wonder about Florida State felt like they didn't feel like they didn't have like a I don't know. They got a fast quarterback.
Yeah, but
He's a senior, fast quarterback. Let's see. Running back, got some fast backs. Okay. Receiver, yeah, they got a fast receiver. He a senior though. There's some fast boys out there. Randy Pittman Jr., 82 speed. Let's take line not bad. Okay. Oh, that's it. Hey, Florida State is young. That's what they are. The young at certain positions, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. Florida team to be reckoned with, though.
Oh, without a doubt. Like,
yeah. So I'm making my list, man. I'm making my list. Making my list of schools.
checking it twice.
Yeah, Florida made the list. Ohio State, Penn State. Ohio State is automatically like, let's see what happens with them.
That's fair.
I don't even feel like playing with Ohio State, honestly.
You feel like it takes the thrill of the game out?
No. It's like I don't. It's kind of like I don't. I don't know. I just feel like, let me go look at him. Let me go look at him. Yeah, 'cause like I didn't even look at Bama. Bama's like number one on my list, but I know it's the odds of that happening is like,
Right.
you know what I mean. In my opinion, South Carolina is a sleeper, though.
You're not wrong.
I'm surprised you don't like Nebraska, bro. Riola, 87 overall, sophomore. You got him for 3 years. Sophomore, junior, senior. You know what I mean? They got a premier back that's a junior. They got a fast back that's a freshman.
It's not that. It's
They got a little speedy receiver.
It's the way they match up against the rest of the Big Ten.
What you mean?
Like the thing that makes Ohio State nice in the Big Ten.
But Ohio State honestly could be an SEC team. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
they're better than everybody in the conference. So it's not like oh, okay. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you look at everybody after them, you know what I'm saying? Then
they got two 91
it seems to level out a little.
They got two 90 overall receivers, bro. One is the best receiver on the game, and then the other one is a junior, so he's gonna be there for a while. And then they got a bunch of talented dudes over there. Then on top of that, they got a bunch of talented dudes at tight end, 91 overall tight end and 82 backup.
I mean, they're the defending champs, so I would expect that.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like the talent differential.
Their O-line, their O-line not the best though. I will say that they do not have the best O-line.
It's not, but you know what I mean.
And they got to bring in some talent. They got to go get some DNs.
Yeah, but I mean, you talking about known commodities versus potential, and then like you said, there's some other teams where they're stacked. Like they're just not there yet.
Well, they moved Sonny Styles to backer. Sonny Styles is a 93 overall backer now.
I know. Used to be your safety.
Yeah, he's gonna say 6'4". Oh yeah, that's crazy right there. He got knockout Robert and woo-wee. Now that secondary is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
93 speed safety, Caleb Downs. He a junior. You got him for 2 years out the gate.
Yeah. So there's just certain things they gonna have on lock. That just goes without saying.
Yeah, Ohio State one of them schools, man. I like the backup quarterback better than I like the starting.
Oh, absolutely, he's faster.
Yeah.
And he's a freshman, so that's an easy switch.
Yeah.
That's an easy switch. Throw power, everything. So that's an easy switch. Now, when you look at everything that they bring to the table You know what I mean? It's
If you think about it though, like it also comes down to who picks what team too. You can say the conference is because of the schools, but it's gonna also come down to who pick what team and where they go. You know what I mean?
no, absolutely. Like Illuminati having Michigan was a dream come true because you know them styles didn't match up.
Yeah.
But you knew that Oregon and TG, that's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then Honcho in Tennessee, that was another match made in heaven. So, you know, nothing you could do about TG's thing. Nobody was rocking with Oregon. But you know, Tennessee, like let's not get it twisted. You know, you wanted was it Georgia or Bama? Who did you want? It was Bama, right?
Yeah, I wanted Bama.
Yeah.
I wanted.
He was rocking with Bama. You know, C-Jack is more than capable, but you know, you got Penn